In a quiet village called Umueze, where the roads were dusty and the roofs were made of rusted zinc, there lived a poor girl named Ruth. She was just 19, with a face full of innocence and eyes that carried pain. Her parents had died when she was little, and she was raised by her uncle, Uncle Matthew, a greedy man who only cared about money. Ruth spent her days fetching water from the stream, sweeping the compound, and going to the market to sell pepper and tomatoes. She never complained. She was quiet, respectful, and always helped the elders. One day, Uncle Matthew called her into his room. "Ruth, I have found a man who wants to marry you," he said, sipping palm wine. Ruth's heart dropped. "Uncle, but I don't know him." "You don't need to know him. He is a man, and you are a woman. That's enough," he snapped. "But who is he?" she asked. "He is a poor carpenter called John. He has nothing, but he agreed to marry you and take care of you." Ruth looked down. She didn't love John. She had only seen him a few times at the village square, always looking quiet and shy, but she had no choice. Uncle Matthew had already collected bride price. Just a few tubers of yam, 1 bottle of palm wine, and 2 old wrappers. The next week, Ruth was married off to John. The villagers laughed and whispered, "Why would Ruth marry a man like that? He has no money, no family, no future." She moved into John's small mud house. The floor was bare. The roof leaked when it rained. But John was kind. He didn't shout. He didn't beat her. He brought her food, helped her cook, and treated her like a queen. Weeks passed, then months. Ruth began to feel something strange. Peace. Even though they were poor, she was happy. She laughed again. She started planting vegetables behind the house, and John built her a small bench where she could sit in the evenings. One day, something strange happened. John told her, "Pack your bag, Ruth. We are going on a journey." "Journey to where?" she asked, confused. "You will see." They took a bus from the village, and after many hours they reached a big city. Ruth's eyes widened as she saw tall buildings, shining cars, and people in fancy clothes. John held her hand and led her into a mansion. Yes, a real mansion, with guards, flowers, and sparkling glass doors. "Whose house is this?" Ruth asked. John smiled. "Ours." Ruth froze. "What are you saying?" John pulled out a key, unlocked the door, and said, "Ruth, I am not just a poor carpenter. I am the only son of Chief Olise, the late billionaire. I left everything and came to the village to find a woman who will love me for who I am, not for my money." Tears rolled down Ruth's face. "You lied to me." "I didn't lie. I just hid the truth. I wanted to be sure you were not like the others." She cried and hugged him. "I didn't marry you because of money. I married you because you made me feel safe." From that day, Ruth's life changed. She wore the best clothes, ate the best food, and traveled to many countries. But she never became proud. She always remembered how she suffered. She built schools in Umuez, gave jobs to poor villagers, and even built a new house for Uncle Matthew, though she never forgot how he sold her off like a goat. Moral lesson. True love sees beyond riches and poverty. Sometimes, what looks like suffering is a hidden blessing. Don't judge people by what they have. Judge them by how they treat others.